Hello students, today we want to talk about how to select your research topic for your thesis or research paper. This is a very important topic that which things determine your research topic. For example, first of all, you should explore yourself. As you are looking at the picture, that look into yourself, there is need of introspection. That who are you? What type of personality do you have? Are you introvert or extrovert? Introvert people stay in their own world. Extrovert people love to interact with other people. For instance, if you are introvert person, you should find out such works which are library research, that you are working on some data set and you are finding knowledge patterns from it. If you are an extrovert by nature, you should choose such research in which field studies are present, ethnographic studies are present, or you collect data with the help of interviews or questionnaires. Then look at your passions, for which things you are passionate. What do you want to do? What is your life ambition? You should also find out your interest. Some people are in love of collecting tickets. If you are in love of collecting tickets, you should write a research paper on semiotic analysis of tickets. If you love to watch YouTube videos, you can make your research topic on the basis of YouTube for learning and teaching purposes. If you are addict of social media or video games, you should choose topic from that domain. What is your job? If you are a teacher, it is very convenient for you to find students. If you are, suppose, a university teacher or a primary school teacher can easily access small children. So your students should be at grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some people are not teachers, they are bankers or they are doing some other job. So you can find out some other research topic, for example, designing a course for bankers. This study falls in the domain of ESP, English for Specific Purposes. What is your company? A man is known by the company he keeps. If you have company with books, so you can start analysis of books. Or if you love to use social media or YouTube or blogging, so your topic should be relevant with the blogging. Our next topics is what are the aspects of ELT? What are the emerging trends in ELT? Blended learning. Blended learning mean there is online learning as well as teacher-led learning. So this is the combination of traditional teaching as well as the modern teaching. Online learning platforms are there, grammar or different aspects of grammar. There are different websites, handouts, video games which teach grammar. So there are songs. If you love songs, you can use songs for learning and teaching English. For small children, you can use rhymes for learning and teaching English. There are so many language learning tools and softwares. There are tools for listening, speaking, reading, writing, vocabulary building, and many others. So you can start your research in that domain. Educational data mining is also very emerging and top trend research domain. ESP, English for Specific Purposes. In ESP, uh, sometimes you compile a list of vocabulary items, sometimes you design a full-fledged course for bankers, for doctors, for nurses, even for teachers. There are vocabulary building research can be conducted. There are pictures everywhere. There are photo dictionaries and newspaper pictures, magazine pictures. There is a website ELT Pics. Over there, you will find so many pictures, funny pictures, cartoons are there. So you can use those funny pictures for teaching any skill of English. You can also use those pictures for speaking English. Mobile learning or mobile assisted language learning, computer assisted language learning. So all these things can be used for research. Gamification, video games. Children love to play video games. There are also ESL video games and many other types of video games which can be utilized for research. Learning platforms like Coursera, MOOC, and many others, they are being tested, their accuracy, their effects on the learners, or attention span of the learners are being tested. You can find or utilize social media, YouTubes for learning and teaching purposes. You can take a list of language learning tools. Uh, okay. Edutainment. Edutainment mean where education and entertainment have been combined. So there are funny pictures. There is a website, Have Fun and Teach English. So you can take material from that Have Fun and Teach English website. There is situated language teaching. In different situations, you can use different situations for language teaching. For instance, at airport, there is a certain type of language is required. When you go to a doctor, there is a certain type of language is required. So you can also do this. You can also modify foreign books on the parameters of indigenous situations. Our students feel alienation. Language is alien, and the pictures are alien. Everything is alien or strange. So, if you give pictures from your own locality and you ask them to describe them, students feel uh, a close connection with those pictures. So, task based language teaching is also in vogue nowadays. Another dimension is branches of linguistics. You should understand some branches of linguistics. First of all, find out domain of language and then find further gaps in that domain, and you will find out your topic. So it is very necessary to find out the main domain of the topic. For instance, corpus mean collection of digitized text. Phonology means study of sounds or articulation of sounds, phonetics and phonology. So different dialects speak English language or our indigenous languages differently. Morphology means structure of words, how words are being coined. For instance, the word smoke is the combination of smoke and fog. So this study falls in morphology. There is also etymology. Etymology means a study of the origin of words, that how a word evolves and changes with the passage of time. There is a website, etymonline, etymonline, etymonline.com. Over there, you can find the etymology of certain words. Semantics is the study of meanings. Uh, One word has different meanings in different situations. Even in different disciplines of education, one word has different meanings. For example, the word prayer general meaning is to pray to God. But when this word prayer is written in quotes, over there it means a special request. Sociolinguistics, society and language. When we study a society with the perspective of language, we find language change over there. You can observe those changes. Internet has brought various changes in our language. Language documentation. Some languages are in danger of language death. So there is need of language documentation to document the dying languages. There is also applied linguistics, that how do you use your language. There is computational linguistics, the use of computers, softwares, tools for learning and teaching English. Comparative linguistics, when you compare one language with another language in terms of its parts of speech, in terms of its pronunciation. Historical linguistics, you find evolutionary changes in any language. Stylistics mean study of styles of writers. Every poet, every novelist writes differently. You can find out choice of their words. You can find the length of their sentences, or some other features are present in the writings of every writer. Psycholinguistics mean psychology and linguistics. Sigmund Freud is very important in this domain. Now we'll also discuss some ways to select topic, like read conference, posters, call for papers, books, theses. You will find in thesis there is a recommendation part. In go read, usually this recommendation part is present in a final chapter, conclusion chapter. So where there are recommendations, in every thesis there are 4 5 recommendations. Those recommendations can be your topic. There is a website, ProQuest, PROQUEST. On that website you can find so many theses, so you can easily explore thesis and read in its recommendation part, and you will find out topics. When you read call for papers, CFP mean call for papers, over there different topics have been mentioned. Choose only one aspect or tool or class or area. Some students combine so many things. No, choose one class, choose one area, choose one tool, choose one aspect of your field. Read emerging trends in your domain. Just write in Google emerging trends in corpus, emerging trends in sociolinguistics. You will find some suitable topic. Find gaps. Gaps mean deficiency in any research. Suppose you read one research paper, you find that this is the deficiency. Your research can fill that gap or fill that deficiency. Read recommendations I have told you earlier. Choose modern things. Do not try to follow the obsolete paths. Use of a blackboard for teaching English. Don't do this, please. Choose modern things. There are new softwares, new tools, and Pakistani society is deprived of such domains. I wish that my scholars should work on these domains. Replicate. This is very interesting. Please try to understand. Replicate means reproduction. The beginner should follow it. Suppose you take one thesis. That thesis can be, suppose, from ProQuest. You have taken that thesis. Over there, they have mentioned use of a particular tool to improve reading speed in Washington DC. Now you will choose only area Washington DC. Instead of Washington DC, you have made it Lahore, and you have used the same software. Now what is the result? You have a theoretical framework, you have a methodology, you have everything. Or that person has taken only college boys, you can take school boys, 10 or 20 school boys or 20 school girls. So this is a new study. So in this way, take one established thesis or research paper and replicate it. That research paper or thesis will serve as your imam, as your guiding person. So you will follow it. But remember, don't copy paste. Plagiarism is a crime. You should uh, paraphrase them. You should introduce new things. At least it will play the role of a skeleton or a building block. Then you can ornament or beautify your research according to your own purposes. Give your research an indigenous coloring. Indigenous coloring means local coloring. Highlight the local problems. That's why I say think globally and act locally. I want to share with you some useful websites, uh, and they have tons of material for learning and teaching English. You can take the same material, like worksheets, like audio, video for learning and teaching purposes, and especially for research. These are the websites like British Council, One Stop English, Zuzanga.com, manythings.org, academia.edu, ELT Resourceful, Demand High ELT, and A to Z of ELT for Teachers org, ABC Teach, Breaking News English.com. If you are interested in news, go to this website and use it for learning and teaching purpose. Dave's ESL Cafe, Education Planet. There are so many resources. Education World, Educators, the reference desk, ESL lesson plans are there. EduHound, Edutopia, EduWeb. You will find some video games also there. English first hand teacher resources are there. ESL Flow, ESL Kids stuff. There is ESL through music. You can use music for learning and teaching. This would be very interesting study. Songs for teaching. Every picture tells a story. So as I have told you earlier that you can take pictures from this website. Everything ESL, classroom lesson plans, Google for educators, interesting things for ESL students. HaveFunTeaching.com. I told you that it has all material concerning with all language skills, and all is the funny material. Internet Picture Dictionary. Use these pictures for learning and teaching. Larry Ferlazzo's website of the day. Then National Capital Language Resource Center, Net Grammar. Yes, if you want to teach grammar, there is a reading, writing, listening material for teaching grammar. This would be quite unique for Pakistani students. PBS teachers, there are 3,000 plus free lesson plans. The learning page, lesson plans and worksheets are there. Time Magazine for Kids, classroom resources, ESL Tower. It has also a lot of material on it. In it, ESL Galaxy. Uh, Particularly, I have used or I have shared these links with my students in teacher training seminar. There are also useful video games like Jennifer ESL, Mr. Duncan, Voice of American English, BBC Learning English. You can use them mm, for research. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. You can also use their post for your research. Apps. Apps are very famous. Listen and speak apps are there. Cartoon free English, English podcast for learners, fluent English, speak English, learn English, elementary language verb trainer, Lang learner English idioms. Yes, idioms can be taught with the help of apps. Sentence builder. So you can use this app for teaching writing skill. So there is Aptoid is an app store. If some apps are paid apps, you can also get them with the help of Aptoid or Blackmart. So paid apps can be taken freely from these sources. Grammar Up is also teaches grammar, Grammar Police, English Launchpad, Socrative. It is for assessment. Learn English the fun way. This app is also teaches English in a funny manner. Speaking Pal English Tutor, If Poems, Busu Vocabulary 3000 Words, Word Flex, Touch Dictionary, Dynamic English Lesson 3, Idioms, My Story, Writing Prompts. Writing prompts mean some writing topics are given to the students. Best video games for ESL. Students love to watch and play video games. So we can give and suggest video games to our students. They will learn and they will play like Fantasy Quest, Sound Factory, Ket, Ketinetto, The Ballad of Ketinetto 7, Heart of Tota, Monster Basement, Griswold, The Goblin, The Ballad of Ketinetto, Dr. Stanley's House, Inspector Clue 5, The Ballad of Ketinetto. So you can also find some other modern ESL video games. ESL means English as Second Language Learning. There are also tools you can make your own material. This is very creative side. Previously, I told all websites in which ready-made material is present. Now you can create your own material, and first of all create the material according to Pakistani learners needs, and then utilize it for research. Exam time you can make mind maps. Exam time ELT pics, pictures are there. Author stream slides are there. Present me a video presentation platform. Blabberize, tag Excedo. You can make beautiful word clouds. Infogram creates interactive infographics. Animoto, you can create animations. Pictochart, you can create infographics. Study Blue, this is an online tool for making flashcards with video and audio. Pixton, an online comic maker, you can make comic things. Storybird, you can build collaborative stories. Like there are common stories, Thirsty Crow, Greedy Dog, and others. If you just change them in a pictorial form with the help of this tool, this can be a great contribution for our students. There is some advanced level things, Corpus text mining tools. These are the Corpus tools and Conc, Lexeme, Tutor, Sketch Engine, Wordsmith tools. But I want to share with you that this is Corpora. If you just paste this link in Google, you will access almost more than 17 corpora. You can register, and then you can use those corpora, take their screenshots, and use them for learning and teaching purposes. You can also compare a British English and American English difference through two corpora like Corpus of Contemporary American English, and BNC, British National Corpus. Vyont is also a text mining tool. This is the suite of 25 tools. Just upload any text, and 25 visuals will come in front of you, and then you can use them for uh, research purposes. My PhD dissertation is on Vyont text mining tools. GIF is also another text mining tool. Postagger, this is very easy. Parts of speech, noun, pronoun, verb, adverb, adjective, interjection, so and so. You will just paste text in it, and it will give you different color coding according to different parts of speech. So this is the easiest one. So you will take its picture and you will utilize it. So thank you so much, and if you have any question you can comment, you can ask. Best wishes.